We're gonna talk about this blue stuff in the Idaho 4 crime scene one more time, and that's it. I'm a forensic scientist and a former CSI, and I've been trying to explain what's going on with all this blue stuff on the countertops, dripping down the walls in the Idaho 4 crime scene. Maybe I'm doing a really, really bad job. So I'm gonna try one more time to explain what the heck this is, what is going on, what it means. So I have explained before that all this blue stuff is Amido Black. It is a chemical that we use to treat for bloody evidence, bloody fingerprints, bloody footwear impressions, things like that. Does that mean that all of this blue stuff is blood? No. Now, I maybe started this confusion when I was talking about the stuff dripping down the walls, and I was saying it was the chemical that we use to treat for blood, and I was trying to explain that it doesn't necessarily mean all of that blue was blood. Maybe that's where the confusion started. I don't know. So let me explain really clearly how this works. The chemical Amido Black is used to treat for blood, but it is actually already blue. So we put this blue chemical on a surface, in this case a tile, and it will stain any blood that is present, this really dark blue black color. And then what you're supposed to do is, once you see a print develop, you rinse the remaining material off. So you get water if you're using water-based, or methanol if you're using methanol-based. You get another liquid and you rinse off the remaining blue background color. The reason that you use Amido Black is to take a fingerprint from looking like this, lightly stained with blood, to this, a really dark black blue blood. We can see the detail a lot clearer, and areas that are too faint for us to see with the naked eye when it's just blood will stain this blue color, and we can see it really clearly. But you have to rinse all the stuff off because the chemical itself is blue, and so if it just stays on the surface, it's gonna be blue. What they did apparently here on the countertops, you can see it dripping down the front of the cabinets. They did it on the walls. They did it on the wall by the door, on the wall in the living room by the light switch, probably other places in the scene that we haven't seen yet. What they did is they apparently applied Amido Black. Now, I'm speculating here, but I'm guessing they did this as kind of like a forensic Hail Mary. It does not seem that they saw any specific area of bloody ridge detail. It seems to me that as a crime scene investigator, you would go, stabbing, possibly there's a situation where somebody could have blood on their hands, so maybe there's bloody ridge detail, bloody fingerprint. Even though I can't see it, let me use this chemical, spray it all over, and see if I can find something that I can't see. It's just like a just in case type of thing. So they pour it all over, they put it out of that wash bottle, spray it all over the place. They don't find anything. So because they're not seeing any ridge detail come up, they're not seeing any bloody fingerprints, it doesn't look like they rinsed it, and it just sat on the surface and it dried, and over time it dried to this blue black crust on the countertops, and it's dripping down the walls because it's a liquid. So even if they applied it up high, it's gonna run down the walls because, you know, gravity is real. No, there's not some huge conspiracy. It's not evidence of cleanup. Nobody got dismembered in the kitchen. Nothing crazy is going on. It's just crime scene investigators trying to find more evidence. Yes, it leaves a huge mess. Yes, it looks very scary, but to a crime scene person, this looks completely normal. Also, remember, the plan was for crime scene cleaners to come through and professionally clean this. So they would professionally clean and remediate these chemicals. Ultimately, again, this house was bulldozed, so how much of that cleaning actually took place, I don't really know. Probably none of this was cleaned up. It was probably all just thrown in, you know, the trash with the remnants of the house, but that is that. I'm putting a pin in this. I'm not going to talk about it anymore.